Alright, Shalom. Before we want to start off by giving our praise and honor to you, Yahweh, Bashim Hashai, Bashim Kakurash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Today's lesson is going to be on this article you see right here. It says, Russia formally declares the U.S. as enemy. What's next? Experts tell TRT World Russia's game plan is to keep nudging NATO's European states into believing that Washington is using them as mere tools of expansion rather than true allies. After months of rising tensions over Ukraine between Russia and the United States, bilateral relations have hit a new low as the Kremlin spokesperson defined the U.S. as enemy. Press extensionary to Russia's President Vladimir Putin, Dmitry Peskov reportedly said, "We are now an enemy country for them, just as they are for us," during a press briefing on Tuesday. So this is horrible news for them. I'm gonna call it all about Shimon outside, man. This is beautiful news for us, man. And Salaki, if I sound a bit drowsy or if I sound a bit dazed, I've just woken up. It's pretty early in the morning, but this is beautiful news for us, man. We've been saying for time and time again that Russia is gonna be coming here, and Russia is gonna be one of the biggest countries to be against the United States, because now Russia is gonna be supplying, and it has supplied already, some nuclear weapons for these other countries, and these other countries are not gonna need the United States anymore. Alright, these other countries are not gonna, the only reason why they're even they were ever friends or allies of the United States is because for the simple fact that everybody was terrified of the United States. The U.S. had the biggest army, the most strongest army. The U.S. was advanced in weaponry. They had nuclear war. You never saw anything like it. The United States had the biggest army, but now everybody's seeing, and Russia is opening the eyes to all the countries that America, lifting up their skirts, lifting up Babylon's skirts, and we see it, we definitely see it, and real quick, this scripture is always being brought up, man. Scripture is always being brought up. This is Jeremiah 15:14. Put yourselves in area against Babylon. Round about all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord Yahweh Bashim Hashai. Alright. So, Russia is clearly opening the eyes of these other nations. All these nations are are being risen up against each other. Alright. All these countries are being brought up, are being being brought up to the fact, and having the Lord is putting, how do I say it? The Lord is putting a certain spirit on them so that they can retaliate against Babylon the Great. Real quick, the Kremlin had previously referred to the U.S. as a Western national supporting Ukraine as unfriendly states or opponents due to high tensions over Ukraine's use of American-supplied weapons on Russia territory. However, according to Agentstvo, an independent Russian investigative site, this is the first time they have publicly labeled the U.S. as an enemy state. And that's true, man. Why the hell are you getting involved? You know, why the hell are you getting involved in a whole nother fight? You know, this ain't your fight to have. You know, but you know, these you know, America has a state of fucking thinking they can do whatever the hell they want, man. You know, and now it's finally catching up to them. You know, it's finally catching up to them. You know, and you know, let me read a bit more. However, I already read that. Speaking to TRT World, experts said there's actually nothing new here because, publicly stated or not, the United States has long time been considered by Russia as its enemy. Alright, so Russia's been disliking Babylon. Alright, Russia's been disliking Babylon. Russia's been, you know, against this country. You know, and you know, eventually, you know, it's gonna get to the point where you know, Russia's gonna have enough, and it's gonna be wraps. All right, you know, they're gonna, you know, this country is gonna start mandating those CHIPs. Once you take that CHIP, it's over for you. All right, and then after them CHIPs, you know, that World War III is gonna start, and them nukes gonna come flying over with that burning, fueling fire. But real quick, Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Alright. So I want you to read that first part. For nation shall rise against nation. And we see it now. You know, we see it now. No, nation is definitely rising up against nation. Alright. And you know, we see it. You know, we're gonna you know, I'm gonna stay tuned with this news. You know, I like being in tune with news, and I like spreading the news. So if anything new happens, Akim, I will definitely keep it posted. You know, and that's pretty much it. You know, with that, I'm gonna say, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Mashai, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Mashai, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Mashai. Shalom.